I'm going to show you how to design an ebook cover, and you've seen them on many websites. It's a three-dimensional looking virtual ebook cover. I'm going to show you how to create one of those in just a few minutes. So let's see the notes here. How to create a virtual ebook cover. It's a simple process, and the first thing you do is you make a rectangular image. You just make a box, and that's what the cover is. Then use the eCover software to make it look like an ebook cover. And that's going to take it and it's going to put it on an angle, add the 3 dimensions to it, give it a nice looking ebook look. So let's just dig into it and see how to do it. So I've got this folder here called eCover Project. Folder's empty. Let me open it up. And I'm going to right click on the right hand mouse key, go to New, and Open Office Drawing. Now you have to have Open Office installed, and you just go to openoffice.org. You can look in the resources section for the download link to that, and go there, install the software. It's a free graphic editor, so if you use RealDraw Pro, that's what I use for the most things, but since this is a free software, I'm going to show you in here how to just make a basic ebook cover. But if you go and get a better image editor, which I suggest that you do, then go ahead and use that to create your file instead. So I'm going to open this file, and I've named it Cover 1 because we're trying to make a cover. Okay, so now the box popped up, and you start off by just making a rectangle. So I'm going to add a rectangle. I'm not going to explain too much on how to use this software because you're going to go through your own learning curve. So I select a rectangle, I drew the rectangle, now I can just pick whatever color I like, and I'll keep a nice light color. Let's just use the color we have that it went to by default. Keep a nice light color. You can choose whatever colors you like, but if you use a light color background and put some dark colored letters on it, then people will be able to read it more easily. So I'm going to go ahead and put another rectangle. Let me unselect this. I'm going to put another rectangle up top. This is just one design method. You can kind of look at magazines and see how they're laid out. So I added another rectangle. Let me make that a different color. And I'm not trying to make this look pretty. I'm just trying to show you what's possible here. So let me make that yellow. And I'm going to put another box down below. I'm going to go ahead and make that whatever color pops up that looks good. Doesn't have to look good, actually. I'm making the one intentionally bad. Make it this kind of color here. Then we hit this little T, and when I click up here, it's going to let me put text in. Let me go ahead and make the font a little bigger because it's going to be really small on the screen. So change it to size 66, and I can type in ebook name. And let me move this up. I can put the name there. I can also play with different fonts, but for now I'm just going to select ebook name. You can also see the spell checks up there because spell check in OpenOffice doesn't recognize ebook as a word. Let me hit T again and put some text down here. And put some text in there. And again, let me make it bigger. And let me do 60. And we'll say by Brian Campbell. And let me move it over. Okay, so we've got this pretty plain looking ebook cover, which you probably wouldn't want to publish, but you can also get some images. Once you get to learn how to use the software, you'll see how to do it. You can put some pictures overlaying in here. To make it look really nice, you're just going to have to spend some time designing the cover. Now covers, you can have them designed for you as well, but usually they cost anywhere from $50 to $100 for each cover. And the eCover designer software is really cheap. Well, it's less than $100 anyway, so maybe that's not really cheap, but less than the cover of one. You can design as many as you like. So it'll take some trial and error to learn how to make images, but once you learn how to make them, you just make a basic rectangle like this. Now what I want to do is I want to highlight my little image here. So I highlight around it, and now it puts these green little tabs showing that it's selected my image. I want to go up to the File menu, go to File, and go to Export. And a window will come up in just a second. and I want to choose JPEG from the menu as the file format. It's important. Call this JPEG. File name, I'll call this eCover 2. And I'm saving it in my eCover project folder. So let me save it. And minimum quality, maximum quality. At this stage, you can just save it as 100 or maximum quality. If you chose 75, it would save it at a 75% quality. So you'll actually be able to downgrade that later. So let's just select maximum quality for now, 100, and then we hit OK.